no-code platform can help everyone get that kind of power in this new normal to connect to the ways how you can be always product ready. You just have to worry about the idea because the product is already in place. You just need to focus on your business idea that can get you the growth. That's the beauty of it. And that's where is productivity, and that's where you get profitable approach to growth of your business, right? So that's all the topic that I would like to share. Now we straight away get into the demo. So as part of the demo, what we will be doing is we will be doing these things. We will be creating a very sample KYC app. So the way it will work is first I'll try to start the activity. I'll log into AppSheet. I'll create a new app. I'll show you the awareness of AppSheet, and I'll create a new app. And then I'll allow Srikar, who is my colleague, to be a second user and invite him to co-build the app with me. And then he starts building the same app. I am building on my side, he'll be building on his side. We'll be able to identify and see how well. And after he does some activity about what he can do, then he will return the control back to me, and we'll just look at how things have changed on the app, what I've started, and we already see both of our efforts are there put together in the app. So that's the demo that we are going to start. So anyone has any doubts, I'll just take a 1 minute break here so that we even up on the doubts, and then we move forward with the demo. I'll just take a break. Any questions you can ask. Any questions so far? Just give me a minute. I just want to launch the view of the demo. Okay, let's proceed with the demo. I think we are good to go. Okay, right. So we are back here at this URL, which is like the appsheet.com. So the way it works is we'll go straight away with appsheet.com. We'll say appsheet.com, and it actually helps us get into the editor. And this is from where we can get into the editor. So if you look at, this is how the editor would look like. Since I'm already there registered, it is not asking me to create the Gmail and connect with it or any email. I've just done that. So it already shows that I'm connected. So it shows my accounts, my apps, and my team and support. So I'll straight away go to my apps, right? And here, okay, I was actually referring to something. Before I go there, I'll go to something called as the sample apps. So the sample apps are the apps that any new user who comes to this platform, they want to quickly start the app, right? So what they can do is they can just go here, look at the one that is most relevant to you, and you can just go over there, like, and you just say copy. You just select copy. If you want to know how the app is, you can click on the explore. It will take you to all the details of the app, how it is, and what are the things are, how the app screens are, and it shows all the details that is required for you to understand. So like this is a very simple app. There are three items that this person is trying to sell. These are the items, and then there's an inventory log of what is the data, how things are, and then there are the levels. What is the stock level? Which item has what number of quantities in stock? It's a very simple app. You want to just start with this, you can just go here and say copy, and the app gets created in your account. Now, since we are going to do a customized demo, I'll go with the option of going to my apps and creating a fresh app all by start, right? Now, once you go here, you always see this quick start, which is like a make a new app, right? So when you say make a new app, I'll just click here and then it will say, ask me start with my data or start with an idea or start with a sample app, right? If you start with an idea, it asks you some questions and there is a bot that can help you build apps that are very focused to your idea. Here, I would like to go with and start with the sample app will take you to the screen, which I've shown earlier, where you can get some sample apps and you can start working on. And here you can say start with your own data. I'll choose this because this is what I want to work on. And I'll name my app. This is what I've showed you, my KYC app. This is the name I want to give, right? And I just wanted to choose a category so that if I'm working on multiple apps, it just helps me to segregate. I'll just say it's a sales and CRM kind of an app. And then it asks me to choose my data, right? Now here it says, which is the data source you want to connect? I would say connect to Google. Then it takes me to the Google Drive's place where I can look at it, right? So this is where I have created one custom data called KYC app. I'll select that, right? And before selecting that, what I would like to do is I would like to go and show how is the Excel sheet, what it has, or what is that spreadsheet is having, right? So it's very easy to look at it. I'm just trying to bring in, yeah. So this was the one, right? So this is the spreadsheet that I want to use to build for our app. And it's very simple spreadsheet. We have not taken any complex one where I have two entries, two kinds of data I would like to capture, which is like ID, name, email, phone, age, sex, occupation, address, and remarks, right? This is what the data set I would like to capture. And similarly, the other one, which is like a feedback. I just want to know the name who has given me the feedback, email and the feedback, and I just want to capture a rate on a scale of 1 to 5. And also I would like to listen to their expression. It's just innovative. I just want to make it happy for the people who are sharing the feedback, right? So I just want to have an expression which can go with a smiley, which can do this. We will try to show it to you today. And then finally the remarks, right? So this is the simple data I want to capture. And this is what I would like to go here and accept, right? So I just select this Excel sheet and see, bingo, it happens. The app is already getting created. I don't need to write a code. I don't need to write anything. I have just selected my data, the data I want to use to build my app. Isn't it wonderful? It's just so easy. You don't need to be a master of that, right? Now, if you see, already the data has been created and it has given a map view of highlighting where is my customer. Just like that, taking some details, and it has given a customer view. Here, what I can do is I can straight away add data. Let me do one thing. Now, this app is ready, but how many of you believe this app is ready? Just open, unmute yourself and speak, because we want this to be a very participative session. How many of you believe this app is ready? Would you like to access this app straight away?
But this app has nothing as of now.
Correct. We will build it. We will build it. But whatever the
Yeah,
app it is ready, right? Let's see whether it has something or not, right?
yeah,
Now, when you click this
yeah.
plus sign, oh, wow, it has shown, it is asking a name. Okay, let me say money, then we'll type gmail.com, then we'll type the number. Okay, then we enter the age, then we try to give the details that are required, then we say no code solutions, sorry, typo. Okay, then you can say address. I am staying at Bangalore, so I'll just mention the area and it automatically takes care of the data. I don't need to enter more details because it uses Google Address API or the Map API and gets the address back there. And I'll say this is my first customer. Done. Bingo. There you go. The app is working. The data is created. Right? So I don't need to do anything more. And let us go and check in the Excel sheet. Is the data has come, right? So if you look at in the Excel sheet, see the data has come already. Whatever I mentioned, it has come. So it is working. Looks like it is working. Now let's do a little more interesting thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link of this app for you guys on the chat, right? So you can access the chat and try to create some data. Let's see. You get to access the sheet, and when you just click on this link, you're seeing this link right on the chat. Click on this link. It opens the app, and on the browser, and you add some data. It should come over here. Are we ready? Yeah, I want everyone on the call to add. Maybe Srikar, you can add. Arpan, Raghav, just click on the link, add a record. Let's see whether the app is working or not. Who is ready to do that? You're able to access? Just click on the link I've shared on the chat, and it will take you to the interface, and you can fill in the data, and let's see whether the data you have entered has appeared over here.
Done.
Wow. So let's sync the app and see.
As I'm seeing on the mobile, I cannot do that. I'll try to switch over to the PC if it's possible, sir.
No problem. We will ask Arpan said he's going to do, and also I'll ask Srikar to do it. Let's see. The idea is to demonstrate that this app is working. That's it. Srikar, were you able to
I
add?
have filled the data.
Okay, can you?
It added.
Yeah, it added. It is showing for you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So Srikar, Pranav, Arpan, Jain. So you see, it's just like the app is ready now. You don't need to worry. And let's go back to our database and check. Oh, wow. I have all the 3 entries here. That's it. It's just that easy and that wonderful that we can build apps. So we don't need any technology. We don't need anything. We just need to understand what is that we are working on and what is our idea and how we can proceed with this.
So this is also you can see.
Yeah, we'll show in the map view. Now let me show in the map view, right? So see, it has already identified. This is a person who is Arpan Jain, who is in Indore. Then Srikar Pranav is joining us from some place in Andhra, and the other person is me, who I am joining from Bangalore, right? Marthalli, Bangalore. So it is that easy, that friendly. And let's say if I want to go and meet my customers, right? Like let's say I want to go and meet my customer in Indore, who is Arpan, right? I just use this car icon and it directly takes me to the drive, map drive view, right? And it tells me everything, whatever it takes me to reach my customer, it gives me all the direction. Isn't it powerful? Just with doing this, not even a single piece of code, I'm able to get this kind of power from this platform, and that is what no code can do. Okay, so this is the first level of collaboration that people can leverage from this platform without knowing anything, right? Now, let me take this collaboration to the next level. Now, what I want is, I would like, see, we had 2 kinds of data, right? One is customer and feedback. To my knowledge, I understand the data of customer a bit, how the customer data and all. But I think Srikar is good in understanding the data of feedback. Now let's create a collaboration. So my data, I'll be only capturing this. Shrikar will be working on the feedback. Now let me make this happen. How can we both work on the same app? Though it is different views, different thoughts, but we can still work on the same app. Let me share you how we can do this. We'll just go to users, and then we can add a user which says like, I'm just going to give Srikar's Gmail ID, gmail.com, and then I'll say I am not a robot just to make sure it works. And then you see here, add as a co-author, right? So I am allowing Srikar to work on my app as an author, right? And I'm also saying the send invite by email, right? And I click this and I say add. And the moment I say add an invite, Srikar will be notified that I am waiting for him to join my collaboration on this app, and he can start working on this app. Now, this is where I'll take a break. I'll hand over the control, the sharing control to Srikar, where Srikar does certain set of activities, like he does play around with feedbacks. Let him understand how we can do the feedbacks, and we'll get back to app. I'll take the control back in few minutes, and we'll get back here and see. Before we go there, what I would like to show you is one other interesting thing. Though I don't know anything, I've created my idea or the app. This view in spec view shows me a wonderful idea, right? Like this is the data table that I've created, which is a square. And these are the two views. One is a normal view and the other is a map view, which I'm using to check my data, right? So this is a very important tool that can tell me where I am on the app. So even if I'm lost, I can just come back to this info spec view and click on this, and it just shows me the relevant situation of the app, irrespective of how many users are accessing it, whoever is working on it, and whatever it may be the result, right? So we will come back here. I'll now hand it over to Srikar. Let Srikar do his job. He might take 10 minutes to finish the other stuff. And then we again come back here and check whether whatever Srikar has done has reflected on the app or not. Are we ready? Shall we do this? Great. Over to you, Srikar. You can share your screen and help us what you're doing. Help us build up.
You have to give me the share access.
Yeah, 1 second. I think I've done that. Yeah, you're ready to go.
So good evening, everybody. Hope everybody is doing fine. So this is how we'll log in into this app sheet. So I'll be using Google. So these are the different kinds of accounts I use for the development. And here I'm logging into my personal account. We'll give all the permissions to Google just to access this Google Drive. That's it. We are into the app sheet now. So I think I haven't received.
Can you go and check your email?
Can you share it?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just checking. Yeah, you have that. Yeah, can you check now?
Yeah.
Maybe it's an internet issue.
send to this?
No, it's to the other email, right? Srikar4pranav@gmail.com. I think you're looking at the other one.
No, this is it.
You want me to give access to this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 1 second. I'll just give the access to this one. Okay, you're the co-author. I'm doing it, and you're done. Can you check now? I think I made a typo. 1 minute. Okay, can you check now?
There it is.
Yeah.
So this is how I receive the application. I will go other app, so I'll just open it up.
Can you check in your email and start from there?
So this is how I receive a mail address. So server email won't to develop this application. So when you click on this edit my KYC, it will directly open to the AppSheet website, and you can directly.
Srikar, your voice is low. We are not able to hear you. Can you be a bit loud?
Sure. So once I click on the edit application, I will be able to redirect to this AppSheet.com, where I can see this kind of editor where I can add data, views, or whatever. So let me add a data for the feedback form. So since we already have this sheet in the Google form, so AppSheet will automatically give a suggestion like, would you like to add this data? So I'll just click on yes, I would like to add the data, and well, that's it. So AppSheet will be able to add this detail. That's it, we are done. So if you click on the columns, you can see name, email, feedback, rate, expression. So here, if I want, I can change these things. So if I want feedback in numbers, not in text. So I'll just change the column type to number, and I will set a range if I want from maximum how much I want. So maximum will be 10 and minimum will be 0, and I'll set that as a range. Done, and then so feedback will be the text, the rating will be number. Then save it, and then the expression will be a drawing. The marks will be long text. That's it. So I just simply save this. Once I click accept, you can create views based on the feedback. So I'll just create a view from the new view, select the table as feedback, set the name as feedback. And save. So once the app is synced, you can see the feedback view here. So once I click open, you can see all the changes I've done. So my name, and then I can give the rating as well. Since I have set 0 as minimum and 10 as maximum, you can see the rating can be. So I'll give it as 8. And if I want to give an expression, I can give an expression as well. I can give that expression in different colors. Thing. And then if there are any remarks, this is a test. That's it. Once I save it, I can see the data what I have right now. Since you guys have the link, can you just refresh your page and start adding data for this feedback form so that we can just see how it goes. So just let me know once you are done. So it will be like more interactive kind of.
In the meanwhile, Srikar, can you go to the info page and share the changes?
Yeah. There you go. So you can see here we have two tables. One is customer and the other one is feedback. And the feedback has one view, which is the view which we have just added. There you go. Urban Jain has added. Nice. And this is very useful here. So you can see the list of tables you are having. You can just click on that and it will take you to the table. You can just click on the view. It will automatically take you to the view you are working on. If you click on the map, it will open the map. And if you click on the table, it will directly take you to the table which you are working on. So there are different kinds of advantages using this app. So can you just sync your application and check whether the data is updated?
Yeah, what you will do right now is, I think we are done the changes from your end. You can stop the share. I'll start the share and then we'll continue on the rest of the demo.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Wonderful. So I think we are good to go back to the demo where I've stopped. So after allowing Srikar to do the changes, he has done the changes. So let's see how the changes reflect to me, how the changes I see, right? Now, what exactly he's seeing is also I'm seeing on my side. So that is the beauty. So it doesn't matter who is working on the app at what point of time. I just need to go to this spec view, this information view, and it tells me everything. And I don't need to even think too much on how Shrikar has created this data, how things have come and all. I just go here and click on it, and as I said, it takes me to that view, right? And I'm good enough to understand how things are and what has been happened. Now let me add one more view to the table what Shrikar has created, right? So what I'll do, I'll create one more view, but I want that to be some kind of a table, right? There are different views, as I said, or a detailed view or a table view I'll do, and I'll just say it has to be from the feedback. I want to take the, I'll say feed table, right? I'll just say like that, and I'm good with that, right? So field table will be shown as part of the menu, right? So what I can do here is I'll just change the location of the place and it appears over there, right? And now to eliminate the confusion between what Shrikar has done and I have done, I can also go and change little things. Let me show you some little interactive ways, right? I'll go here and I'll change the icon, okay? So this is like, I can select some icons here or something like that. and I can say I'm good here with this, and I can click on that. I'll go to the another feedback view which was created by Shrikar. I'll go down here to the display, and I'll say this was more a flag that or a star that is created, right? For that, so that I can easily distinguish. Similarly, I'll go to the customer view here. I'll go back to my display here, and I'll just select as like something like a flag, right? Which indicates that that's the primary view or the customer view. And in a minute, the entire thing has changed. So it is very easy for me to identify which one I am working, even I understand this or not. So when I go here, see the same details are now shown as a table, right? And I can scroll through to see the entire record, right? Now, if there is a multiple set of things, then it makes easy for me to have this kind of view. That is another best way. And when I click on it, it gives me all the details of the person who has entered, right? Or all the details of that record, right? That's where the another view. Now let's go back to our info and see what has changed, right? When you go back to the info and try to look at that, it will give you the new view that has been added, right? So first I have to save it. And once I save it, those details can be seen. Yeah, 1 minute, there's a network congestion because of okay, good. So what has happened is I have not saved the changes. So those changes have gone. So let me quickly do it. It doesn't take more time, right? That is the beauty of this. So even if I lose any changes, I don't need to really worry about it. I'm just doing the feed table again. I'll say feedback, then it's a table. Then I go down here and I just wanted to distinguish this. So I select with a display column with this one, and I just say save, done. And I just wanted to show the difference of how things can be done, how things can be made much easier. And I also wanted to make this available at some other place, right? Okay, now let me go to the info and check what has happened. When I reload the info page, it collects the data from me, from Srikar's login, from everywhere, and it collates and it shows the complete app, right? So if you see here, the complete app is shown. And this is the feed table, right? So this is the table that we have created with a different view here, right? Now, if you look at the feedback, feedback should also have two views. I'm just trying to refresh it. Maybe there is some cache that is stuck, but typically we'll come to this. That is how all the views that are available will be shown for that view. So what we have done here is I've started the idea, right? I created the customer data. Then I asked Srikar to join me in creating the next part of the data, which is feedback. He created feedback, he created a view, then we all add the details to the view. Then we come back here to check how the details are available. And that's when we are seeing that the complete details that we have done are taken care and it is available over here, right? So this is the best thing that can happen in the times of collaboration. So we are working from remote, we are working from various places, it doesn't matter. We can just look at it here because either any number of users are there. It still collects all the data and shows it. And that is the best part of the details that we see here, right? And similarly, it has a lot of other things that you can add. For example, how do I add documentation? Here I can go and add short description. This is a test app, or this is a KYC app, KYC app done in the workshop, right? So this is some, then I can select the category. It's a business solution we are working on. Then it is for education industry. And the description is this app has two data sets, customer and feedback. So that is a good enough information. And then I'm done with this. Then if anything I would like to share to the users, like I want to give any guidance. This app has two views, customer view to add customers, and feedback to add feedback, right? Right, that's it. So, and you can give the URL. I can give my company URL, like please visit to this place for more details. And this is the privacy policy, or as per Copyright Act 2021 @ right? I'm done. In terms of use, similarly, Copyright Act, I can say the same thing. Copyright 2021 @ So I'm done with my documentation. Whatever I want to write over here for these two things, I can write, and these will be applied to all the places where the app can go. Right now, once this is done, so I'm taking care of the documentation. I'm taking care of the release. How release? With the kind of changes that are appearing here, right? So this is also taken care. Now, how do I see where the documentation is? When I go here, there is something called as about us. So I can actually see, it is very clear. This is a KYC app done in the workshop, which I've added. This is the app for two sets, customer and feedback, and the app has two views. So it also gives all the guidelines and all. And for more information, I click on this, right? So it is so easy, so helpful, so friendly to connect and to do all the required data that helps people to understand how things can be done, right? So this is one most important way to look at it. Sorry, I just clicked on the other view, so it went there. So now, all the apps that I'm working on, see, the app editor also shows multiple places. These are all the apps that I deployed, which are live and working. Okay, these are all the apps that I'm still working on for various customers and various companies. And these are the apps that were shared with me for working in collaboration, right? So like this, I can have a complete list of applications that I'm working on. Now the recent one which I've done, it is in prototype. So when I click, I think opens back the app, right? So these are the wonderful little things that I can do. So what we have seen today is like how people can work remotely and work effectively on the app. And this is nothing but your release mechanism that can actually help you see everything and all data that is required, right? Srikar, may I ask you to refresh your page so that this feedback view appears. Can you just refresh your page?
Sure.
Please let me know once you're done.
Sure.
Okay, so this is the topic or the point that we wanted to highlight: how small teams can work effectively. And looking at the new normal, looking at the post-COVID, looking at the challenges, how we can bring all our ideas. And until now, if you look at the workshop, the demo, everything, we have not written a single line of code. What we have done is only created our Excel sheet that will reflect our idea or our business. That's it. After that, we are done with the editor. And once we go to the editor, it has actually brought all these wonders. And what we have seen, I could create the app at the same instant. I shared to all the participants. Participants were able to create uh, the data, which means the app is just ready, just like that, available just like that. Do you think this is not productive? This is high productivity, right? And similarly, once I'm done with my part, as I said, my colleague Srikar would be able to do the second part. I've actually given the permissions for him and he worked on it and he created a second view, second table, which looks in all his own idea. I've not designed anything like this here. It is whatever the way it looks, it's all designed by him, right? And again, it comes back and that's where we see all these things here. So once he has done his job, I've taken back the control and I've started working on it and I've created another view for the same data which I can do. And I also showed you how we can make the changes so that we can easily identify the views or whatever we are working on. So this is the beauty of this plugin. Yes, Shrikar, were you able to see?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the two views there?
So actually, there's only one.
Okay. Maybe it's still taking a little bit while. No problem. So this is what exactly the demo, or this is what exactly we refer to collaboration. And there are a lot of other things that you can learn. It's a complete platform because the focus is on the idea. It is not on the technology or the issues related to technology to build the apps, right? So we'll just take a break